Well, good afternoon. We are ready to begin with this fantastic opportunity to celebrate the lifeblood of our system, our teachers. So congratulations for all of you being here today. We are so very proud of each and every one of you. On behalf of the Newton County Board of Education, administration, and faculties of all schools, and staff as well, I welcome each of you to this reception honoring the Newton County School System's 2013-14 School Level Teachers of the Year. At this time, I'd like to recognize our Board of Education members who are in attendance. So let me ask that you stand at this time. Our board is down here in the front. Ms. Shaquila Henderson Baker, she is our board chair and represents District 3. Mr. Almond Turner, board member and representing District 4. And Mr. Eddie Johnson, board member representing District 2. And just to say publicly, we really appreciate the support that you provide our system and the guidance and making sure that we can make events like this possible. So thank you to our board. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the Newton County Chamber of Commerce and their chamber champions who are listed in your program for once again sponsoring our reception and awards program. If you look to my left, you will see our 23 school level teachers of the year. These men and women symbolize the excellence in teaching found in the teachers throughout our school system. Teaching is a very demanding profession, and I bet you all would agree with me, yes? Yes, it's a very demanding profession, and in addition to that, as things have transpired over the last several years, things have become even more demanding than they have been in the past, and we recognize the time and dedication that is required of all of our teachers. Throughout their careers, teachers have the ability to make an impression on hundreds and hundreds of children. These teachers reap their rewards not from their salaries, but from their dedication to their students, and simply from their passion for teaching and learning. We in the Newton County School System value the significant contributions made by all of our teachers. Today, we are here to honor 23 of those teachers who were selected by their peers as their school's 2013-14 Teacher of the Year, and thereby representing their school in the countywide 2015 Teacher of the Year program. Each teacher was evaluated in a process similar to that used in selecting Georgia's Teacher of the Year. In fact, the educator announced in this afternoon's Newton County's 2015 Teacher of the Year will submit his or her application to the Georgia Department of Education and represent our county in the state level competition. Both Newton County and the state of Georgia require that each candidate for Teacher of the Year be one who plans to continue in an active teaching status, inspires students of all backgrounds and abilities to learn, has the respect and admiration of their colleagues, and plays an active and useful role in the community as well as in the school, is poised and articulate, and possesses the energy to withstand a taxing schedule. Our judges spent numerous hours reading essays, 2 days interviewing each of the 23 teachers, and 1.5 day observing our 3 finalists. It takes a person truly dedicated to our school system and our community to take time away from both their personal and work schedules to volunteer to be a Teacher of the Year judge. I would like to offer my sincerest gratitude for the following 5 individuals. Judges, as I call your name, if you would please stand. Mr. Ed Johnson, if you are here. Mr. Johnson is the president of the Covington Lions Club. Thank you, sir, for your service. Mr. James Johnson. He's here somewhere. There he is. He works with the Newton County Chamber of Commerce. Chief Deputy Jerry Carter, are you here? Thank you, sir. Thank you both. Chief Deputy Jerry Carter works for the Newton County Sheriff's Office. Ms. Gloria Ann Patterson, who is not here at this time, works with the Newton County School System. And of course, Ms. Ashley Rickard, Newton County School System's 2014 Teacher of the Year, who should be around here behind the curtains. Thank you very much, judges, for your support and for your dedication. I know you had a tough job, and we appreciate your commitment to supporting and helping our initiative. We appreciate each of you for assuming the challenging task of selecting the 2015 Teacher of the Year. At this time, I'd actually like to recognize Ms. Ashley Rickard, our 2014 Teacher of the Year, as she will make a few remarks.
Good afternoon. Like Ms. Fury said, my name is Ashley Rickard. I have had the tremendous pleasure of representing our awesome school system as Newton County Teacher of the Year this past year, and my, what an honor it has been. I want to first take this opportunity to offer my most sincere gratitude to Ms. Fury, Dr. Lockhart, Ms. Buff, Ms. Vineyard, the rest of the central office staff. They have gone above and beyond to make this an unforgettable experience, and for that, I am so, so thankful. To my Eastside High School family, thank you so much for your unwavering support. Our awesome principal, Mr. Chur, and his incredible administrative team, Mr. Buff, Dr. Griffith, and Dr. McCollum, they have been my greatest cheerleaders throughout this Teacher of the Year journey, and their encouragement and support over the last 6 years has greatly influenced my success, and I'm thankful for them. To my family and friends, thank you for encouraging me to live out my purpose and for cheering me on through this exciting experience. To the hundreds of students that I've taught over the years, most of whom are hopefully in their dorm room studying right now, but probably not. Thank you for everything you've taught me about life and literature. I am so, so blessed to work with each of them. To the citizens of Covington and the Newton County community, thank you for loving on your teachers so well. The Chamber of Commerce, Covington Ford, Covington Lions Club, Kroger, and tons of local businesses pulled out all the stops to show their appreciation, and I will never, ever forget their kindness and hospitality. Now, to the 23 representatives of Teachers of the Year of each of our schools, congratulations to you guys. I have thoroughly enjoyed reading your thoughts and your application essays and hearing your hearts in your interview process. Your passion and your deep love for kids is inspiring on so many levels, and I thank you. In the New Testament, the Apostle Paul writes a letter to the people of Galatia. In Galatians chapter 6, he declares, "Let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due time we shall reap." And your friends and family are here right now, and they're bursting with pride because this is the moment that they get to celebrate your reaping. But you and I know that as teachers to the children of Newton County, we get to reap every single day because it's our privilege to teach those children. Congratulations to the 3 finalists. You guys are so, so deserving of this honor. I admire your dedication. I am proud to know you, and Newton County School System is so much better for each of you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf, I'm sorry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
There we go. I went to church this week. My name is Hunter Hall. I'm the president of the Covington Newton Chamber of Commerce, and it is with great privilege and pride that we get to partner with the school board and celebrate U23 very worthy and deserving recipients and honorees from your school. It is a great honor for you to be selected not by your family, not by even the students, but by your peers who see you day in, day out, know your warts, know your beautiful smiles, know the hard work that goes into that, and for your peers to select you as Teachers of the Year for your schools is a great honor. So congratulations. And as far as the Chamber is concerned, I want you to know we stand lockstep with y'all and to the school system, the school board. We love you because the keys to our future success in business and industry and our workforce rest in your leadership and your ability to educate those students. And from that standpoint, I want to say, when you came in, you got a little pamphlet. And this is something that we produced over the last year in conjunction with the school system. that on our part, we want to tell you and tell the citizens of Newton County, hey, we're in support. We want to see you win. And quite candidly, we're getting frustrated in the business community with a handful of people who are naysayers to our school system, and we're going to stand up with y'all and say, that's wrong. We're seeing successes, and this pamphlet is in part an effort on our part in partnership with y'all to say, hey, let's tell the story. Let's be proud of what we have going on, and let's get out there. Y'all keep doing it. We're going to support you. All right, enough of that. All right, so we've got 23 of the best up here, and that's awesome, and we need to celebrate them. Before we announce, we want to take a second and recognize each of y'all for your individual schools, your individual accomplishments, and the role that you play. And so I've asked Miss Debbie Harper, who works with us at the Chamber, if she would come and help. And what we're going to do is we're going to call each one of you in your school, and you'll come up to the front of the table, and we're going to hand you a plaque. We're going to take a picture, so do your very best smile, and we want to celebrate that. If you have family or you're here with any of these teachers, then please join us in celebration. So let's start. Miss Christina Crow from East Newton Elementary. Miss Yolanda Canty from Fairview Elementary. We got family pictures. Hold on. I don't think she wants that side taken. There you go. Dr. Sharon Darley from Flint Hill Elementary. Miss Sandy Mosley, Hurd Mixon Elementary. Miss Valika Hurst, Live Oak Elementary. Miss Brooke Moat from Livingston Elementary. Miss Beth Cootie from Mansfield Elementary. Miss Allison Pittman from Middle Ridge Elementary. Miss Keena Hudgens, Newton County Theme School at Fickwit. Miss Allison Jones from Oak Hill Elementary. Mr. Ken Meekins from Porterdale Elementary. Miss Linda Smith from Rocky Plains Elementary. Miss April Burnfin from South Salem Elementary. Miss Marcy Scott from West Newton Elementary. Miss Sandy Briscoe, Clements Middle School, sorry. Mr. Chris Andrews, Cousins Middle School. Not here, unable to attend to a death in her family, is Miss Sharon Oliver from Liberty Middle School. From Veterans Middle School, Miss Christy Mortimer. Miss Michelle Finley from Alcovey High School. Miss Monique Mitchell from Eastside High School. And our top 3 finalists, they'll be given in alphabetical order. Miss Heather Fuller from Newton College and Career Academy. Yeah, you come on now. Mr. Kenneth Hansen, Indian Creek Middle School. And Miss Chris Williams from Newton High School. Would y'all please join me in congratulating these 23 finalists? All right, when I introduce you, each of our 3 finalists, if you'll stand, I'll introduce you by name, you stand, and I'm going to read a few things, and then when you're done, you can sit, and we'll go through that, and we'll get to the reason that we're here. We're going to start with Miss Heather Fuller. Ms. Fuller began her teaching career at Veterans Middle School as a social studies teacher in 2008, and has been teaching in Newton County schools ever since. She later taught social studies at Indian Creek Middle School, and joined the teaching staff at Newton College and Career Academy, where she is now. She is currently the Career Academy's marketing teacher. Ms. Fuller earned her Bachelor's of Science degree in Workforce Education from the University of Georgia in 2007, and her Master's of Arts degree in Teaching from Grand Canyon State in 2009. She's currently working on her Education Specialist degree in Teacher Leadership at Kennesaw State University. Ms. Fuller is a member of several professional organizations, including the American Marketing Association, the Georgia Marketing Educators Association, and the Association for Career and Technical Education. Ms. Fuller has also been very active in Newton County community through her position at school. She has spearheaded several community service projects, including work for the United Way, the American Cancer Society, Toys for Tots, and even an adoption of a family in need during the Christmas season. She's currently working on a campaign to create awareness for childhood literacy, where children's books will be collected and read to preschool students. Ms. Fuller wrote in her Teacher of the Year essay this: "In my first year of teaching, I came into the classroom with the mentality that I can't smile for the first 6 months. or that they're going to eat me alive if I do. I quickly realized that's not me. I enjoyed positivity and the can-do attitude, and I have worked hard to feed that culture in my classroom. I feel that a teacher can get any child to perform if they feel like you care about them and want them to succeed. Students want you to know about them. They want to share their successes. They want to share their heartaches, their achievements, their aspirations. They want you to know their name. Teachers who treat them as a number or make snap judgments about a student before getting to know them are doing themselves and that student a great disservice. I tell other educators all the time, the students who misbehave in your class is the student that I can get to take all the way to nationals. I take time and make time to get to know them, their story, what's going on in their life. They will perform for me because I genuinely care about what happens in their life, especially on an academic level. Thank you, Ms. Fuller, for your dedication to the students and your work. Congratulations on being named one of our finalists. Mr. Hanson. Mr. Hanson also began his career in Newton County Schools. He was hired as a history teacher at Indian Creek in 2007 and has been teaching there ever since. He currently teaches social studies, 7th grade world history. Mr. Hanson earned his Bachelor's of Arts degree in history from Georgia State University in 2006 and his master's degree in social science from Western Governors University in 2010. He's currently pursuing an education specialist degree in curriculum and instruction also at Kennesaw State. Mr. Hanson is currently a social studies content leader for Newton County School System and has also served as a mentor for new teachers. Mr. Hanson is very active in his local community, having participated in programs such as Hands On Atlanta and Clark Howard's Habitat for Humanity each year. He's organized and conducted youth summer camps each summer and also volunteers his time to feed the homeless and visit nursing homes to spread his joy. Mr. Hanson is also very active in his local church. In an essay, Mr. Hanson wrote, "At the beginning of every school year, I make sure that I lay good foundation for the year by developing a good working relationship with my students. I try to get to know every one of them on a more personal level and what they enjoy doing in their spare time. I've learned in my 8 years of teaching that students want to feel a sense of worth and belonging. And as a teacher, if we can demonstrate to our students, we will be better off and have started on a good process. If we develop positive interpersonal relationships with our students, we will also be more effective in classroom management. I try my best to be a positive role model for my students. I am fully aware that I am probably the only male figure in the lives of some of my students. So for that reason, I want them to have somebody in their lives who will be consistent in demonstrating the right things to do, the right ways to dress, to speak, to hold them accountable, etc. A lot of students are used to people coming in and out of their lives and letting them down, but I try to be a consistent figure for them, to see and to be seen on a daily basis in that role." Congratulations, Mr. Hanson, on being named one of our finalists. Ms. Williams. Ms. Chris Williams began her teaching career as a middle school science teacher in Tift County Schools in 2006. She then transferred to Valdosta City Schools before joining the Newton County team as a high school physical science and biology teacher in 2010. Ms. Williams earned her Bachelor's of Science degree in education with a concentration in middle grades education from Valdosta University in 2005. She's currently working on her master's degree in STEM education from Nova Southeastern University. Ms. Williams has participated in numerous professional development activities sponsored by Valdosta State University and Georgia Tech, and has even served on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Science Ambassadors Program. She is a member of the National Science Teachers Association and serves on the Newton High Positive Behavior Intervention and Support Team. Community service is very important to Ms. Williams, so much so that while she was in college, she worked hard for 4 years to recharter and establish at Valdosta State Alpha Phi Omega, a service fraternity dedicated to leadership, friendship, and service. She has also helped her community through Relay for Life and served as a member of the Academic Service Learning Team, an organization dedicated to the promotion of academic success through volunteer service. Through her work with Academic Service Learning, Ms. Williams put in over 300 hours of service, and as a result has received both the Silver and Gold Presidential Volunteer Service Award. In her essay, Ms. Williams wrote, "As a teacher, it's my job to make sure that students are successful and prepared for the world that they will be encountering once they leave my classroom. As a high school teacher, my students will need to have the skills and abilities to enter the workforce as well as attend institutions of higher education. I've always believed that the key to being successful stems from being a lifelong learner, which is something I promote within my class. As I am taking graduate level classes or going through different professional development courses, I make sure that my students know that education does not stop when you graduate high school or even when you obtain a degree from your college or your university. My greatest accomplishments in education are not really my own. I feel empowered and accomplished when I get to see or hear about my students reaching and achieving their goals. The greatest day each year for me is graduation. I've had the privilege of witnessing my students graduating from high school, from college, from basic training from the various military branches. Each graduating class serves as a reminder that my job as a teacher is to empower my students to make honorable decisions and become productive citizens who positively impact the world. Congratulations, Ms. Williams, on being named a finalist for Newton County Teacher of the Year. Join with me as we congratulate all three one more time. Before I announce our 2015 Teacher of the Year, I'd like to tell you, and just so you know, we're 2015 because it ends in the next calendar year. I always get that question. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what the finalist will receive as the Teacher of the Year. Thanks to the generosity of our Chamber champions, these people on this banner behind us, they will receive $1,000 cash. Ms. Rickert was talking to me before we started. She didn't realize if you didn't spend it, you had to give some back. So this year, you'll get $1,020. She's digging through her purse. You'll also receive a dozen roses and a crystal vase. Each of our runners-up will receive a $250 gift card from Kroger, and the winner will receive a $500 gift card from Kroger. And the Kroger Company has also donated a gift basket for each of our three finalists, as you see here in front of the table. Teacher of the Year will receive a free 3-month car rental from Covington Ford. In addition, today's winner will also represent Newton County Schools in the Georgia Teacher of the Year competition. At this time, I'd like to read to you an excerpt from the essay of the Newton County School System's 2015 Teacher of the Year. I have a thriving passion to see our young people well equipped to succeed and be able to compete with young people across this nation and across the world. It is fulfilling to me to see young people be able to articulate their point of view and to see the progression that is being made each year as they progress in age. I want every young person to know that they can live their dreams if they are willing to make a few sacrifices and work hard. I know that my story and legacy is still being written. However, if I remain faithful to what I believe is my greatest contribution to education, which is being a consistent role model, holding students to high expectations, and spreading hope, I will have a great story for someone to find hope, motivation, encouragement from me one day. I'd like to ask Miss Debbie Harper if she'll come back out and help me present flowers and a check for $1,000 to the Newton County School System 2015 Teacher of the Year from Indian Creek, Mr. Kenneth Hanson. Congratulations. Go ahead and have a seat, but you're going to be over here in just a second. Before we hear from Mr. Hanson, I'd like to ask Matt Crow. Matt has been a longtime supporter of this event and obviously the donor of your free car for the next 3 months. Y'all please welcome Matt Crow of Covington Ford.
I was sitting there watching, it's like we were sitting in the back and watching everybody's facial expressions. I've been doing this about 15 years and nobody ever cracks till about halfway through it. And I'm like, who is it, who is it, who is it? So, congratulations. Like I said, I've been presenting this award for about 15 years now, and it's an honor and a privilege for me to be up here. 2 of those years I had a presenter with me over time, and my teacher, my source of strength and my inspiration. I asked her if she would write something to each of y'all for today. So bear with me, I forgot my glasses. So 2014 or 15 Teacher of the Year. Professions and passions both involve large amounts of time and effort. So where does the difference between them lie? Profession can be defined as a practice that requires considerable training for qualification, while the dictionary equates passion to boundless enthusiasm. The difference in these two words is what separates teaching and teachers. Teaching is a profession anyone who is smart enough can become qualified to teach. But to be a teacher, one must consider his or her job a passion and regard it with boundless enthusiasm. Teachers change lives and understand their importance as they are responsible for the world's next generations. Being a teacher is an accomplishment that only a handful of the teaching profession achieve. Tonight, we celebrate a stage full of life changers who have turned a profession into their passion and their students into works of art. Thank you for all you do for us. Mackenzie. I'm sorry. With that being said, I want to congratulate each of you from Covington Ford, from myself and from my daughter, and for everything y'all do for us, the school system and the community. And if you'll come up, I want to give you the keys to a 2014 Ford Fusion.
Man, I know you're ready to talk because you're ready to teach. But we're going to do a couple other things real quick. I know. Yeah, sit over here. Hey, I love it. This is awesome. I do want to say, before Mr. Hanson comes up, we want to acknowledge our runner-up. Y'all did great. James Johnson, who was one of the judges, is in the office with me, and Debbie Harper was a judge last year, and they both say it is an honor and an absolute painful process to make selections because y'all are all so qualified, all 23. First, we would like to honor Miss Heather Fuller from Newton College and Career Academy. Debbie, if you'll help me present our award. We have a certificate, a Kroger's gift card, and a vase. And next, Miss Chris Williams from Newton High School. Mr. Hanson, 5-second warning. Hey, seriously, congratulations. Y'all have done an outstanding job in all 23 finalists. Mr. Hanson, yes, come on, man, let's do this thing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is very amazing, and I'm very humbled to receive such a prestigious honor. I would like to acknowledge and congratulate Ms. Fuller and Ms. Williams for being named one of the finalists for the district. And on a personal, I have had the opportunity to meet and work with both of them in some capacity, and I know that their selection as a finalist is a testament to their hard work, passion, and commitment, and to their calling as teachers. So I just want to congratulate you guys again for a job well done. I'd like to also thank the judges. I know they spend countless hours and a lot of time reading through their essays, going to the classrooms, and I just want to thank you for your dedication in this process. I would like to thank God, who's the head of my life and the source of my strength. Every morning I pray for my students and I ask God to help me be the very best that I can be, so that way I will have a positive impact on my students. And I share this award with my family that has always supported me in all my endeavors, my wife who has always believed in me, my mother who always encourages me, to my sisters, my mother, my father-in-law, my aunt, my nephews, and to my sons who I always try to set a good example for. I just want to thank them for their support as well. I also want to thank my Indian Creek family, my administrators, my colleagues, the staff that work super hard every day to equip the students we serve with the best education so they can live out their dreams and be productive citizens. I have learned so much in my 8 years from being at such a great school and around great people. I want to thank my students that helped me to be the best that I can be and are one of the reasons why I stand here today before you. My students have asked me all week, Mr. Hanson, did you win? And finally I can go back and tell them that we did it. It was a process that we did together, and so I'm glad that I'll be able to go back and speak to them about that, because it means a lot to them and it means a lot to me, obviously. I teach because I truly believed I was called to teach. I've been very fortunate to have wonderful people in my life that truly cared about me, who believed in me, who pushed me to be the very best that I can be. They made me believe that anything in life was obtainable if I set goals and objectives, if I worked hard, if I made sacrifices, and put my trust in God that I can achieve everything that I wanted to achieve. And so I wanted to convey that same message of hope and encouragement to this generation of students who are faced with so many challenges in their young lives. I want them to know that they are smart enough, they're resilient enough, and they have the skills and talents to be successful in whatever area of life and profession they will pursue. So I decided to teach. I don't do it for the money. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. I don't do it for the awards or recognitions. I do it because I want to make a difference, and I truly do want to make a difference. I do it because I feel God has called me to teach, because someone did it for me. I believe in all my students. I believe that they can all learn and be successful. At times I get frustrated, and I'm pretty sure that all the teachers on the stage will say that they also get frustrated, but we know why we are doing this. We know that we have our children's lives in our hands and that we have a task to do the very best that we can do, so that way they are ready for this world that's going to be waiting for them. So I thank you all for this great honor, and I don't take it lightly, because any one of these teachers on this stage is deserving of this recognition. I will do my very best to represent Newton County School System and to showcase all the wonderful things we're doing here in this community for the students we serve. So I just want to say thank you once more to everyone.
Well, congratulations to everybody once again. If we could just celebrate all of our teachers of the year one more time. On behalf of the Newton County School System, I would like to congratulate Mr. Ken Hanson, our new Teacher of the Year, and wish him well at the state competition. Having known Mr. Hanson for all of his years in the school system, I am quite certain that he will be an excellent representative of our school system in the year to come. Again, I wish to extend my sincere congratulations to all of our Teachers of the Year. The fact that your peers chose you to represent your schools shows the faith they have in your abilities and the respect they have for you. This is truly an achievement you all should be proud of. Unfortunately, this concludes our program today. I'd like to celebrate our teachers as long as we can, but we are at the time that we will hope that you will stay for our reception. There are cookies and punch in the hallway just outside of the auditorium. And we thank you for being here, because, it's not often that we get to celebrate the excellence of our teachers, and today is just one of those days that makes me so proud. So thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you, everybody.